It's been almost 6 weeks since the explosion and fire that destroyed the Deepwater Horizon drilling platform, killing 11 workers. More than 40 days of oil gushing at what experts now fear may be a rate of up to 1 million gallons a day, and more failure at every attempt to stop the flow. The latest failure, the so-called top kill procedure of sealing the well with mud, cement, and bits of junk, confirmed yesterday by BP Chief Operating Officer Doug Suttles.
So after 3 full days of attempting top kill, we have been unable to overcome the flow from the well.
A new setback for a Gulf of Mexico disaster that's been described as a Hurricane Katrina in slow motion. Scientists are now tracking a plume of oil 10 to 15 miles long, some 3,300 feet below the ocean's surface. Every day, more of that oil washes up on beaches or into delicate marshes. More birds and marine life perish. And more tourists, key to the Gulf economy, are driven away. And the people who depend on these once clear waters to make a living are driven closer to bankruptcy. People like fishing guide Jeff Brumfield.
This is the beginning of our entire ecosystem. This is where the shrimp and the fish and everything starts in this marsh. And if it kills this marsh grass, the entire ecosystem is gone.
Memorial Day weekend is supposed to be the high season here in Grand Isle, Louisiana. Ordinarily, these beaches would be packed with tourists, but this weekend, they're empty. Cleanup workers, the only people out in large numbers.
A lot of people don't understand, this is our Gulf shore. This is where we're from, and we need to protect it.
And questions are mounting about BP's efforts to clean up the spill. Yesterday, the company responded to charges that an army of workers that suddenly appeared around the time of President Obama's visit Friday was largely there for show.
This was not window dressing. If you went there today, you would find people. I just flew over it. There are people there working today.
BP announced yesterday plans for the building of tent cities and even floating camps to house cleanup workers so they can spend more time at work. And the next step? The company says it will now cut off the well's broken, gushing riser pipe and try to replace it with a new riser to help capture the oil.
That would be the next option to stop the flow, but it takes a little longer to do that.
But all the while, the waters of the Gulf of Mexico, like the emotions of those who live here, grow a little darker.